Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you have a good day today. It's a good day for me. Uh, it's a long day. I really didn't wear anything. Just getting back from work not too long ago, actually. Somebody called in sick, so of course I'm going to take the money. But anyway, so that's the point. Point is, I got thinking as I was at work during my break, and I was like, geez, I want to do a video tonight, but I never warned you what am I going to do. Then hit me. I had a couple questions. Basically boils down to, in different wording, but the basic premise of the question is what do you actually wear? Do you, and let me explain how it can be hard to wear stuff that I want to wear because I got so much, I get so much. I'm constantly doing these videos trying to help you guys out and deciding what you want to wear. So I'm constantly wearing something pretty much new every day or have something I haven't worn in a year, years even. So the question was thrown at me and by a few people, what ones did you actually wear? So I got thinking about it, and I'm writing down. I mean, because I know what I wear, and I wrote down 10 that I seem to wear the most. And by the most, like I said, doing these videos and stuff like that, I've worn them at least 6 times this year. One of them is a relatively recent purchase, but I really like it. I've worn it at least 6 times since I got it a couple months ago. So, yeah, that's a lot for me wearing a fragrance since I started doing these videos, 5, 6 times a year. That's a lot. So, I don't know exactly how much I've worn them, but I've worn them at least 5 or 6 times this year. Well, not this year, last year and this year. This year's still kind of, we're only a few months into it. So, but over the last 12 months or so, 11, 12 months, these are the ones I've worn, like I said, 5 or 6 times at least. And the ones I find myself going back to when I'm not doing a video or I'm doing a video like this or something and I just wear something I want to wear. So that's the premise. Long-winded way around saying this is shit I actually wear. Now, I do like a lot of the fragrances, obviously, but I like them and they go on back on the shelf and I forget about them and it's months, if not years later. So, I want to wear that. I forgot about it. I like that a lot, so that does happen a lot. I'll start with the one I got most recently, and these aren't in any order, but I'm just going to start with this one because it's the one I bought just a few months ago that I've gone back to, like I said, 4 or 5 times at least, if not 6. And that's Fragrance World Reinhardt Parfum. It's just their version of Fahrenheit Parfum. These aren't going to be reviews or anything. It smells like Fahrenheit with vanilla. I mean, honestly, a little bit of rum, a little bit of vanilla. I just like the smell. I just wore it the other day, and I've worn it, like I said, a few times now. I really like the smell. I'm actually debating whether or not to get another bottle or if I'm going to wait a little while, see if the price goes down. Not that it's expensive, but it is a dupe, and sometimes the dupes go down quite a bit. So, yeah, that's the first one. Classic Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. I freaking love this stuff. Every time I wear it, it's green, it's fresh, blah, blah, blah. You know what it is. Herbaceous, all that stuff. But every time I wear it, I find myself liking it more and more and more and more. I don't find it dated. It's, like I said, clean and green and fresh. Perfectly wearable today. Yeah, I love this stuff. I actually find me using this one a lot just for if I need, a spray and go kind of thing. I'm running to the store for a minute or just running out for a cup of coffee with a friend, and I just, and that's the Dunhill London, the red one. Yeah, like I said, it's creamy, it's orangey, it's vanilla-y, but not being too strong. That's the thing. So it's a nice spray and go kind of fragrance on me, and I find myself spraying that a lot just when I'm gonna go, all right, and then I go. I've been wearing this a lot. Said 5 or 6, probably closer to about 10 times over the last 12 months. That's Calvin Klein Encounter. Just a nice, slightly boozy, slightly woody, hint of oud. kind of fragrance, a hint of freshness to it. It's really nice. Unfortunately, it is discontinued, so I'll probably start wearing it sparingly because the price is going up ridiculously. But it'll be one of those fragrances I wear every now and then. I think over the next little while, just when I really want to. Assad, I've worn Assad by Lattafa probably the most out of all of these. Honestly, it's whenever I get that itch for Sauvage Elixir, I generally go for this because A, it's cheaper by a lot, and B, I like it just a little bit better. Like I said, it's not as strong, which is nice, and it has this nicer kind of softer spice in vanilla. I know I'm speaking sacrilege, but it's the truth. Another old school Jovan Black Musk, just kind of sweet, kind of spicy, bit of a barbershop old school vibe, but very, very slight. And it's surprisingly wearable today. I love this stuff. I'm putting a spray on right now. Yeah, citrusy and surprisingly fresh with a little bit of depth to it. It's really nice and cheap. Yeah, it's nice. Another old school one. You tell I like a lot of old school. Gravity. It's another one I kind of the dumb reach for me if I'm going anywhere. I generally need something I just, and away I go. Classic. Kind of bridges the gap between the old school fougere and leather scents into the more modern at the time, the mid 90s kind of fresher aquatic kind of scents. It kind of bridges that gap, and it's really nice on me. I really enjoy it. Toy Boy. I found myself reaching for this a few times. That rosy, spicy, cedar kind of vibe, woody vibe that you get from it is surprisingly. It's dry too, so it's a really nice scent on me. I love this smell. Yeah, Moschino Toy Boy. And number 10, last but not least, Windsor by English Laundry. I usually show you my little bottle. I figured I'd show you one of my big bottles that I have. Sweet cherry pipe tobacco and oud and woods and some spice. It's just so nice. I keep saying it. Nobody, like the Calvin Klein Encounter. I think when this gets discontinued, people are going to be like, oh, should have got it when it was $20 at Marshall's. And you're going to pay through the roof for it. So if you can get it now. English Laundry Windsor. And that's the 10 I've reached for the most, give or take, over the last 12 months or so. I could have included a few others. I've reached for Boss bottled elixir a couple times. That probably could have been included in here. What else? Beau de Jour, Tom Ford, I've reached for a few times now. Tom Ford, Great Vetiver. They're going to be on other lists, though. We'll do a couple more lists here. Yeah, but they're the 10 I found over the last, at least 8 months, if not 12, that I've reached for the most. And that's kind of my style. Like, if you realize a lot of them is some old school stuff, some tobacco stuff, a lot of woody stuff, spicy. It's kind of my big jam, right? Now the summer's coming up, so most of these aren't going to be able to be worn in the summer. I still wear them, but I do understand the concept, and I do look forward to wearing fresher stuff in the summer sometimes. So I'm going to do another list of maybe tomorrow or the next day, because I got 2 more lists. I want to do ones I'm looking forward to wearing more of in the next year, and ones I'm looking forward to wearing in the spring. So yeah. All right, guys, that's it. Peace, love, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and all that jazz.